Greetings, YouTube. Greetings. We got cut off at the end of chapter 10. So I'm going to pick up right there and we're going to move on to chapter 11. We was at Tevin's letter. The weather really sucks lately, but I will try to give you at least a week's notice as to my arrival. Until then, I hope to continue getting to know you through this ink and paper. Maybe then I will learn what is this challenge that one will face being with a strong, focused black man. I don't have a clue what you are talking about on that end. I'm not looking for a man I can handle, although I do hope to have Daddy wrapped around my finger when he comes home. I love a man who speaks his mind because I'm going to speak mine for sure. So even though I don't fully understand where you're coming from, I think you are wrong about me on that tip. I love it when my man shows strength, confidence, and in essence put his foot down. That shit turns me on. But it's a fine line I have drawn when it comes to a person being direct and straightforward compared to being difficult, spiteful, selfish, and a few other characteristics that I don't feel you want to master. I'm glad you like me and I like you too. And yes, it is my plan to get to know you better. How much could I be feeling you after a few letters? Or should I say, how much do you think I should be feeling you? Still yet, I have grown, learned, loved, laughed, and a lot more by receiving correspondences from my men on lock. All my men on lock like me. Some even love me. And you all think I am so special, which builds me up even more. In return, it is my desire to exhort, lift you up, edify, build you up, and comfort, cheer you up. So I ask that you always keep your head up, stay focused on your release, and never put yourself down. I know you have succeeded at something, and that is what you should dwell on when you do indeed fail. For one, you succeeded in maintaining your sanity while being on lock, with no support. Now that's some succeeding for your ass. Keep tapping into the strength Daddy gives you and be blessed. Finally, I know you said forget it, but nothing beats failure but trying. So ask of me whatever you will. I might say no. I might say yes. And that ain't game plan either. I'm just keeping it real. It touches my heart to hear how you've maintained on lock all these years. God has put it on my heart to bless you and a few others when I get my income tax back. It may not be much, but it is the thought that counts. With me anyway. Now let me slide because it's almost 5 o'clock. No, I don't have to go home, but I have to get out of here. Be blessed again, Tevin. I'm out. Chapter 11. Making it plain. February 2004. When Darnell wrote again, he talked about how upset he was that Texas inmates would no longer receive mail on Saturdays. He said it was probably from all the budget cuts the governor had made. He did not look forward to the weekends because he knew he would not hear from me until Monday. So I wrote him every day. Sometimes Darnell would receive 3 letters from me in one day. He talked about me putting a spell on him because he thought about me so much. He said he would get grouchy and physically ill if he did not hear from me. Darnell was really missing me and concerned about making ends meet if he was released. I tried to reassure him by telling him we would be okay. The following is from his reply. My focus is on being with you and nothing else. But like you said, no woman wants a broke-ass man. I ain't the type to live off no one. I like to make my own money so I can take care of business like a man. And it's good to have a good woman that takes care of business as well. When you put it all together, we will have nice things. I just want you to have patience with me. I might have one job for a while, then have another. It might be hard or good times out there. I don't know. It's been 8 years since I hit that blacktop. 8 years is a long time, baby. I don't know what to expect out there. Plus, I'll be moving to a city that I don't know nothing about and don't know anyone. But I'll be all right as long as I got you in my life. I'm going to take it one day at a time, just being glad to be out there. I'm glad I have you behind me, Mama. Nothing feels better than to know someone loves you and is thinking about you. I'm in love with you, Mama, and I'm loving it. You deserve the world, baby. Valentine's Day was fast approaching, and Edward was the first to surprise me with a beautiful handkerchief in the shape of a heart. It had the word diamond written on it with a picture of a butterfly and different flowers. It is so precious. I received a little card from Darnell, but when he received my 14 Valentine's Day cards, he sent me a handkerchief as well. It was pink with a little brown bear holding a heart that says, I love you. At the top it read, Happy Valentine's Day, Mama. Love, Daddy. I hung his gift on the wall next to my bed, right under the one he had previously sent. The first one had Tweety Bird on it, holding a beautiful spring bouquet. The text read, This very minute someone is thinking about you. How sweet. I thanked them both for thinking about me. Edward also sent me a picture he had taken at his graduation. He was determined to get as much education as he could to better himself once he hit the streets. In his next letter, Edward said he was in a bad mood because the cats on his unit were trying to take him out of character. He said if it were not for his upcoming parole, he would have lost it on them. Now that his parole was coming soon, he withdrew. He was controlling his emotions rather than letting his emotions control him. He said the thought of kicking it with me was enough to make him turn and walk away. Edward asked if I would come and visit him for his birthday, which was fast approaching. He said if he could have one wish, that would be it. I replied, letting Edward know I was considering his request. I knew your birthday was coming. I wrote it down. I was wondering what I could do for you, and you told me. If the weather is good, I'll be there. Then again, my man is feeling a little insecure, so I better keep it real with him first and see what he has to say. Other than that, you can count on me to be there. I noticed this letter began with Christine instead of Diamond. What's up with that? I did not receive a Valentine from Tyrone, but I did receive an apology. Hello, Christine. How's life treating you and the kids? I was happy to hear from you. It's been a while since I heard I love you. I want to apologize for not sending you a card for Valentine's Day. I didn't have any money left on my books, and it is hard to accept that all your words and promises are beginning to turn into lies. However, I didn't write to point the finger and choose who's right and who's wrong. We all make a few wrong decisions in life. My understanding about you and Mr. Wright is very clear. I won't ever try to come between the two of you. I truly feel that you are trying to force yourself into believing that you can't rebuild as well as repair your past by telling yourself that Darnell is better for you than me, or he will love you more than me. I sit and wonder if I was out before him, would you play merry-go-round with us? Well, to be completely honest with you, I love you too much just to accept you doing me any kind of way. I'm not going to accept it now because I wouldn't accept it if I was out. I put my all in you, and you just up and write some other man on lockup and push away from me slowly. Only you know the true destination of this game you are playing. But I must admit, you are real. You are so real that you don't know true love when you got it. Love is something that builds itself. You don't put a time limit on true love. You don't put limitations on true love. But Tyrone will be okay. I hope and wish you and Darnell the best of love. Tell him I said there is no need to worry about me. I'm going to be all the way out of your way. It really hurts for you to hurt me, and you actually think or feel that you have done nothing wrong. God will punish you verily. I hope he really teaches you to respect him and his choices and plans that he makes for you. Whenever you do a person wrong for no reason, the punishment will be twice as worse. So go ahead and enjoy your new man and have the very best of fun. My arms will be anxiously awaiting openly for your return with an eye full of tears, understanding that God is so honest. And the thing that hurts the most is that you are using God's name in vain, trying to make what you did to me right by God's will. Bullshit. Christine, we are supposed to be husband and wife. Instead, you came up with any kind of reason why you are taking my love and giving it to some man you think is coming out of prison to sex you down. I need to see your face because this shit just don't seem real. How can you say I don't love you? Can you please come up here? Please, I want to see you. I still love you, girl. Love always, me. P.S. Call my friend's mom. She needs a ride to visit. I've told her about you, and she is waiting for you to call. Tyrone almost had me with this letter until I got to the end. He could not write one letter without asking me to do something and failed to realize how much stress I endured when he made requests. Still, I considered visiting in order to have a face-to-face with Tyrone and meet Tevin in person. Keep in mind that it took days to receive a reply to something the other had written. Tyrone sent me another letter before I replied to his, and it had a cute Valentine inside. Eventually, I wrote this reply. What's up, Tyrone? How are you? It's good to know you are still holding it down like only you can. Here are a few pictures from Christmas. I started not to send you shit, but I ain't playing no games with you. Thanks for the Valentine. I like it a lot. It's real cute. It's about time you sent me something to let me know you are thinking about me. Mama is still holding it down as best as I can. Valentine's Day was not that bad. I'm used to not being with anyone. I always buy the kids something, hearts and teddy bears, but that's it. I received a few really sweet gifts through the mail, and that was nice. However, there was none from you because you always have an excuse. I'm sorry you're hurting, baby, but if it doesn't fit, you should not force it. And you can still call me baby. I still call you baby without even thinking about it. I'm starting to wonder myself what this hold you have on me is. It is scary. I'm on my way to Dallas and you call asking if I'm coming to visit you. I was like, damn, does he feel me getting closer to him or what? You need to stop. Nevertheless, I'm glad that you wish me well. I wish you well as well. You are a good man, and when you get your priorities in order, you will be a good husband too. As for Lawrence, baby, he is cutting for me for real. And the reason why I have not visited you is because I have not heard from you. I am not wasting my time when you can't even find the time to write me a letter. I don't think so. Plus, it was 4 inches of snow on the ground. But I guess I was still supposed to visit because it was Valentine's Day, right? Plus, you sent me a letter about visiting on a date that had already passed. Now let me answer your letter in case I left anything out. My baby sister and I will be okay when she gives me my little bit of change. I still love her ass, just ain't gonna fuck with her. And my words and promises are not turning into lies. However, I did think that about you, so I ain't mad at you. If there is any rebuilding to be done, we ain't started it yet. And at this point, I really don't want to. Hurts too much, you know? Yeah, you know. No, I would not play you and Darnell. That ain't me. I make my decisions based on what I believe, and so do you. We both agree that we will not be treated any kind of way. If you put your all into me, I hate to see what it would have been like had you held back. And what do you mean, tell Darnell you will be all the way out the way? What are you saying? Will you no longer write or call? What? Tyrone, I did not do you wrong, and don't be trying to scare me